Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me once again on my channel. I just want to jump on here really quick and share a discussion that my 9-year-old son and I had recently. So, if you all haven't listened to previous videos or you're new to my channel, the ex-narc and I share 50-50 custody between our 3 children. And so I try very hard not to ask questions. When it comes to my kids, I don't ask them questions about what did dad do or what did he say or anything like that. Just because I don't want to put them in the middle or make them feel uncomfortable. But recently, unless they choose to talk to me or share something with me that their dad did or said, I'll welcome it, but I just don't go out of my way to get information. So anyway, my 9-year-old said the other day, he said, "Mom, Dad's getting a new job." And it honestly shouldn't be shocking or surprising to me at this point because, the ex-narc is well known for not being able to hold on to a job. And we moved here to Nebraska. We moved here in 2017. And as we speak right now, once he starts this new job that my son spoke of, this will be his fifth job in 3 years. And it got me thinking, narcissists, usually lower grade narcissists, and I believe the ex-narc husband is a very low grade narc. He's on the bottom of the list. They usually, they're the ones that are seeking, a roof over their head quickly by, manipulation and sob stories. And they do that because they know they're not capable of holding on to or securing financial resources as far as a job. And even while we were married, the ex-narc would be at a job for a few months, and then, the same sob story would happen where he'd be like, "This person said this, and they're crazy, or they just don't like me." And then the next thing I know, he wasn't working there anymore. And I was the breadwinner, so honestly, he didn't have to work. But it definitely helped when he was. So, yeah, when we were married, he couldn't hang on to a job. I think the longest I've seen him hold a job while we were married was like close to a year, maybe. So I started, comparing the situation that he has, or the relationships, if you want to put it that way, that he has with work and how he has relationships with, romantic partners. He's the same exact way. He gets in, when it comes to work or getting a new job, he can smile, and charm the pants right off of you. He is very good at, just conning and, doctoring up that resume and just really making you believe. And he will have the, whether it's a male or female that's doing the hiring, he will have them, charmed off their seats. There was actually one supervisor that he said hired him on the spot without, just by glancing at his resume or whatnot. They were just like, they called him and said, "You're hired." So he's very good at getting his foot in the door, and that includes romantic partners. He's very charming, very convincing, and he moves very fast. But once he secures the bag, i.e. the job or the relationship, the toxicity starts flowing, and he's been fired. I'm not sure how many times, but I know definitely there was one time he's been fired since we've been here. um, he either realizes that that's where it's heading as far as him being let go or fired, and so he just discards the job and hops to another one before they can do the firing or discarding. And this it's the same exact thing with the relationship. So you know it's just really crazy how the two different scenarios are basically the same thing as far as how a narcissist will treat work and relationships, basically the same. And so yeah, when he was with me, he had it made. Like I said, I was the breadwinner. um he never really had to hold a job, and when he did have a job, it wasn't held for long, and it was always a sob story about this person, that person, and the other, or what have you. And I do remember towards the end of our marriage, he did make a statement, because I was starting to understand, or just get a clearer picture of what a narcissist was, and it was starting to make sense that that's what I was dealing with. But I remember him saying one time that what was it? That's what I had picked up on future faking, or I was starting to understand what future faking was. And so I explained to him that it just doesn't make sense how he just hops from job to job to job, and it's never anyone else's fault other than theirs. It's never his fault. And why does this happen? And he was always talking about, oh, it's going to be more money here, or whatever. So he got a little irritated with me, and he was just like, you always have to, think bigger and better, which all of his jobs that he hopped to weren't necessarily bigger and better. It was more of, I just need to get out of here and jump to the next one before they discard or fire me, kind of deal. And most times he just liked sitting at home doing nothing, and which he did for the most part. When we were married, he was the Xbox king. So, I'd be working full time and taking care of most of the bills and whatnot, and he would just lounge around. Because the low grade narcissists, or the lower grade ones, they love to do nothing. They love to secure the bag, and lock you down, and just enjoy the fruits of your labor, which is extremely maddening. But as an empath, I have to take some of the blame as well, because it is true that people treat you the way you allow them. However way you allow someone to treat you, and you don't correct it or put a boundary, they're going to continue to do it. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and share that information with you all. And tell me in the comments if you all have dealt with a low grade narcissist, or a narcissist period, and how that went for you, or for them. And I will see you all, or talk to you all, in the next video.